Hello, my dear children, and welcome back. I know. Exams are just around the corner, and the pressure is on, right? But don't you worry one bit. Today, we're going to tackle taking charge of waste and make it so simple you'll ace it for sure. Okay, let's just think for a second. You buy a packet of chips for 5 rupees. You eat it. Yum. And then you just throw the wrapper away, right? But have you ever really thought about it? Where does this away actually go? It doesn't just disappear into thin air, does it? Well, sadly, this is the truth. That one little wrapper joins millions of others, and poof, they become these huge, stinking mountains of kachra on the outskirts of our cities. It's not just ugly to look at, the smell, oh my goodness, the smell is just terrible. But hey, don't feel bad, because here's the amazing part. This is a problem we can totally fix. And in the next few minutes, I promise, you are going to become a waste management hero, not just for your exams, but for real life. So, are you ready for your mission? Okay, section 1. So why is all this kachra such a big deal anyway? I mean, it's just garbage, right? Wrong. Let's break down why this is a huge problem. And listen carefully. This is a very common question in your exams, so pay attention. So what are the dangers? Well, for starters, poor animals like cows and dogs, they can eat plastic bags thinking it's food. So sad, and it can even kill them. Then, when people burn this plastic, it lets out this horrible poisonous gas that we all breathe in. Yuck. Plus, these garbage dumps are like a 5-star hotel for mosquitoes, which means more diseases like malaria and dengue. And the worst part, a dirty black liquid oozes out and mixes with our water. Just remember these 4 points, okay? They are golden for your answer sheet. Okay, enough of the scary stuff. Now for the good part, the solution. And guess what? We all have 3 incredible superpowers to fight this garbage monster. It's super easy to remember. We call them the 3 R's. And what are these superpowers? They are reduce, reuse, and recycle. Say it with me. Reduce, reuse, recycle. It's your new mantra. It sounds simple, but trust me, it's unbelievably powerful. Let's check them out one by one. So superpower number 1 is reduce. This is the absolute best one, because the best way to deal with trash is, well, to not make it in the first place. Think about it. When you go to the shop, instead of taking a new plastic bag, why not carry a cloth bag from home? Or maybe choose a product that doesn't have layers and layers of plastic on it. Simple, right? Less kachra to begin with. All right, on to superpower number 2, reuse. This is all about giving old things a second chance, a new life. You know, our grandparents were total rock stars at this. They never threw anything away. Old clothes became shopping bags, glass jam jars became containers for spices. It's all about getting a little creative. And you can do it too. Look at this. You can take an old newspaper, something that would just be thrown out, and with just a few clever folds, look at that. No glue, no tape, nothing. You've made a brand new paper bag. How cool is that? It's a perfect little DIY project and a brilliant way to reuse paper before it goes into the trash. And finally, our 3rd superpower, recycle. This one is like real-life magic. It's when we take old things like plastic bottles, glass, and paper, send them off to a special factory, and ta-da! They get melted down and turned into brand new things. So that plastic bottle you throw away could come back as a new t-shirt or a chair. Isn't that just amazing? Now, for this recycling magic to work, there's one super important job that we have to do first, and that is sorting our garbage. It's kind of like the sorting hat in Harry Potter, you know? You have to decide, does it go in the green bin or the blue bin? So we have 2 main houses for our waste, the green bin and the blue bin. The rule is simple. The green bin is for wet waste. Think of anything that comes from the kitchen, stuff that can rot and become soil. We call this biodegradable. And the blue bin? That's for dry waste. Things like plastic, paper, and glass. Stuff that doesn't rot but can be recycled. Okay, look closely at this chart. This is your exam cheat sheet, okay? So green bin, all your kitchen scraps, peels from vegetables, leftover food, eggshells. This stuff rots down and turns into compost, which is amazing food for plants. Blue bin, all the dry stuff, plastic bottles, paper, glass jars, metal cans. This is the stuff that gets sent away to be recycled into new items. Super simple, right? Okay, you ready? Time for a lightning-fast pop quiz. Let's see if you've been listening. You have an empty plastic milk packet. Is it wet or dry? Which bin does it go into, green or blue? Go on, think, think, think. It's the blue bin. Yes, of course it is. Plastic is dry and it can be recycled. You got it? See, you're already a waste management pro. Well done. Fantastic. So you might be sitting there thinking, okay, but does this really work? Can one person or one village actually make a difference? And the answer is a big, loud yes. Let me show you some real-life heroes right here in India who are making a huge change. Just look at this. Isn't it beautiful? This is a village called Siluk in Arunachal Pradesh. It's known as a zero-waste village. Remember that first picture of the huge garbage mountain? Now look at this. The streets are spotless. This is what happens when everyone decides to work together. And you know what? Siluk isn't the only one. We have a whole hall of fame of clean places in India. We have Chotanarana in Rajasthan, one of the first ever waste-free villages. And then we have big cities like Indore. You must have heard of it. It's been India's cleanest city for years in a row. And Mysuru in Karnataka, too. These places are living proof that it is possible. It's so, so inspiring. All right. Phew. That was a lot of information, wasn't it? But don't worry, let's wrap it all up with a super simple action plan, a final summary of everything you need to remember for your exam. So, what are the 3 key takeaways? Number 1, use your superpowers. The 3 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle. Number 2, be a smart sorter. Wet waste in the green bin, dry waste in the blue bin. And number 3, and this is the most important, remember that you, yes, you, have the power to make a real difference and keep our country beautiful. And I want to leave you with this one beautiful thought. Want not, waste not. It's a simple idea, really. It just means don't always ask for new things if you don't need them, and don't be wasteful with what you already have. If we all follow this, our world will be a much cleaner place. And that's a wrap. See, that wasn't so hard, was it? You are now absolutely ready for this chapter. Just go over these points one more time, and you will be golden. All the very, very best for your exams, my dear children. I know you are all going to be absolute rock stars. You'll do great.